Hello everyone, I am Sandeep Chabra
and I am Ryan Martyr.
So we are here to tell you about the journey, the beautiful journey
of Ladakh dance camp.
Yes. So I'll start with the invitation, like how it started. So the guy named Ishal Ishu, he's the man behind all the cause, the beautiful cause. He was doing some documentary, short film. So he invited me for the choreography for free, and I was like, I'll do. You're doing for the good cause, so मैं आपकी help करूँगा जितना भी I can do it. That's how our friendship began. Then after 1.5 or 2 years, we kept meeting and we kept planning कि हमें remote areas में ये करना है to spread arts. Spread art. He was already doing it. वो पहले से काफी काम कर रहे थे, camps कर रहे थे. So this time we came up with the idea कि हम एक full dance camp करेंगे, only dance, and that will be in Ladakh with the kids. So we'll have like 200, 300, 400, 500 some kids, and we'll be teaching them dance. And of course we were like very excited. Let's go as soon as possible. So we organized the camp from 8th of August to 24th of August, and on the 5th morning, early morning, 5 a.m. And the most amazing experience हमारे साथ पहले कभी नहीं हुआ है कि हम फ्लाइट में हैं and like उतर रहे हैं, like we're crossing the seats, तो फ्लाइट की गेट पे पहुंचे, not the airport gate, the flight gate, and someone comes and he's like, hi, welcome Sandeep, welcome Ryan. It's like, oh my god, who are you?
मतलब we didn't know that we would get such a surprising,
Yeah, he came inside the flight
in the flight.
Welcome us.
And then obviously we kind of figured out that listen, this is really big for Ladakh, because we got to know कि हमारे posters airports पे लगे हुए हैं. Ladakh में हर जगह poster हमारे. I was getting so many messages from Ladakh, and I was like, this is something special. So anyways, we were taking our luggage, and Ladakh में क्या है, luggage जहाँ से आप लेते हो वहीं से आपको exit दिखता है और वहीं से बाहर के वो लोग दिखते हैं. So I was taking my luggage, and then we looked at each other, because when we looked outside there were like at least 200 people waiting with posters, banners.
So many kids.
Uncle, aunties, everyone. Like it was so special. It was like कि मैं कहाँ आ गया, मतलब it was so special कि इतना तो हम deserve नहीं करते. इतना अच्छा हमने किया ही नहीं है कि हमने that we received such a reception.
और हम बस कुछ बोल नहीं रहे थे, पर एक दूसरे को देख रहे थे कि what is happening, कि how beautiful they are and how nice of them to do that. So straight away we were told कि 2 दिन तो तुम्हें कुछ physical activity नहीं करनी है क्योंकि ऑक्सीजन का लेवल बहुत लो है
वहाँ पर. So it's like
11,500
feet. But it's pretty high also, and also you're not supposed to work because they say that if you work then you get blackouts and all. And I was like, नहीं यार, we travel to mountains a lot, so don't worry, हमें नहीं होगा, हम dancers हैं, हम बहुत fit हैं. मेरी तो पहले दिन ही फटकी थी. मैंने अपना बैग खोला और ऐसा I was like, I could see stars. And I was like, this is for real. So I quietly went back to my bed and I told them I'm resting for 2 days.
So for 2 days we played FIFA and we waited for the press conference, right?
The first event over there was a press conference. So now here's the thing, like we were like, press conference, मतलब
my first press conference.
एक workshop भी तो है, press conference. I mean, I had done a few press conference when I was in the show, but then this press conference was special because I think the best part was that we could be ourselves over there. And for me, that was a really special thing because on the show, I was literally just surviving because I couldn't be myself. So when I was in Ladakh, I was so happy that we could finally be ourselves and do whatever. Like हंस रहे हैं, jokes मार रहे हैं, कुछ भी. मेरे लिए काफी heavy था मतलब.
The next day, it was the orientation day. where we met all the kids, their parents, and we got to perform also.
It was that day when people of Ladakh would finally see us for the first time. So anyways, we danced and we planned on, like, whenever we freestyle to an entire song. But then stage पे ना मतलब सांस ही नहीं आ रही थी.
Like after 2-3 minutes of dancing, my song was little slow, so I was still like मैं कर पाया, but inside I knew कि I might मतलब नहीं आ रही थी सांस.
बहुत कम सांस थी वहाँ पर.
उसका सॉन्ग बहुत,
मेरा सॉन्ग बहुत फास्ट था. मैंने सोचा था कि बिल्कुल जाऊंगा और पूरी जान दे दूंगा और मतलब खुश कर दूंगा. मेरी बात लगी. 3 मिनट बाद मैंने हाथ जोड़ लिए.
खड़ा हुआ था 2 मिनट बाद परफॉर्मेंस के बीच में से खड़ा हुआ मुझे देख रहा है. From stage he's watching me and he's breathing. Then he continue performing again. So I was like
special,
laughing. Yeah, it was very different experience to perform with less oxygen.
Yeah. And then obviously we got to meet the kids and
yeah, we invited them to the stage and they also danced. So it was a happy.
You know, to see kids crying and screaming when they see you is the most precious thing, because I feel kids are so pure, and when they give you love, it's really special. So that's how this event started. So Ladakh Dance Camp orientation is how it started. Alright, we take you now to...
Yeah, then it was like we planned like 6 batches from morning 10 a.m. to 8 p.m.
Yeah.
So every day, one batch from 10 to 11, then 11 to 12, then 12 to 1, then lunch break, then again 3 batches, like that. Total 6 batches, I guess.
Total 6 batches, and 1 hour 15 minutes was the prox time we took with them.
So we decided कि one batch he'll take, one batch I'll take, because we never generally don't sit down while teaching, we dance with them. So it was very difficult for us to dance whole day in Ladakh starting May because of the oxygen. So we divided the batches. Kids are very different here because they're very shy. अगर आप उनकी आंखों में देखोगे, so they'll put like hands on their face. They're so shy.
And it's honestly like they start blushing. Like if you just look at them, they start blushing. Like I was like, कहाँ आ गया? मतलब these guys are so pure, man.
हम उनकी आंखों में आंखें डाल के भी नहीं देख सकते. So if they're dancing, if we give them few steps and they're dancing and we look at them, then they stop. I'm like, oh my god, this is gonna be difficult for us because in 14 days we have to put up a performance of every batch. And stage pe, they can't be shy because some of the songs are not shy. So that night we went and we discussed at home.
No, first we were thinking actually before the first day, we thought that let's plan classes. Let's probably you take this song, I'll take this song. But then when we went there, started to do some choreo bit with them, or even general warm-ups, we realized that no, we have to go back to scratch. We have to start from the basics because they have never danced. Matlab,
most of them, yeah,
they have never ever entered a dance class in their life. They've never been trained even for a single %. So we had to start from basic isolations, basic boom chick music. मतलब ना उनको समझाना था कि डांस क्या होता है. And honestly we were thinking before going to Ladakh that हम कैसे सिखाएंगे उनको. मतलब वो इतने खुश लोग हैं, इतने प्योर लोग हैं, हम कैसे सिखाएंगे. हम दिल्ली से हैं, हम गंदे लोग हैं, तो हम कैसे सिखाएंगे उनको. But then वहाँ पहुँच के we got to know that no, we can actually teach them a lot. Probably things like just opening up, things like not being shy.
Yeah, we worked on the foundations.
Yeah.
किसी style की particular foundation नहीं. We basically tried to teach them foundation of dancing and relate them to their life so that they can, मतलब shyness थोड़ी दूर हो. They can open up at least on stage or in the class, like without taking out their innocence, because हम नहीं चाहते थे कि we corrupt them with any kind of knowledge or information जो उनकी innocence छीन ले. So we had to teach them in that way कि वो innocent भी रहे और उनकी shyness भी दूर हो when they are performing, ताकि they can entertain others, so they can feel happy that they're dancing. That's good. It's meant to make you
happy
and like
relax.
makes you express. Yeah.
So anyways, coming back to the classes, we took 6 classes every day, and I think he had the biggest batches.
Yeah.
He had like 90 kids in one batch.
Yeah,
and I've never seen him teach every day for a month ever in his life. I've never seen him.
I don't teach that much. From the starting only मैं एक हफ्ते में एक बार, अब तो एक महीने में एक बार 2 बार. That's how much I teach. But वहाँ पे, and I also don't wake up early. मैं 1-2 बजे उठता हूँ, but वहाँ पे I was the first one to get up early and also push कि we have to reach on time because I was so excited. और इतने सारे बच्चे आते थे and daily I was teaching. इतना मजा आ रहा था. And then we took
after the first day also, like when we came back home now, we every time we used to come back home, we used to sit and talk to ourselves and see like हम कहाँ हैं. मतलब I think we are just so blessed because you have these little cute innocent children coming up to us every morning with so much energy, with so much hunger, just to see us, just to dance with us. So how can we be lazy? How can we not get up on time, or how can we not give our best? So I think Ladakh would have been really difficult if it wasn't for the kids.
Yeah.
The kids made our life heaven, like heaven over there. So
then we decided कि we have to work hard with them.
yeah.
ताकि कि सिर्फ हम खुश ना जाएं, वो भी खुश हों. तो we decided the process. After first 2 days, we were like कि okay, we know the kids now. तो हमें क्या प्रोसेस करना है, कैसे उनको ओपन अप करना है टू फेस थिंग्स इन लाइफ. हमारा सिर्फ ये पर्पस नहीं था कि हम उनको डांस सिखा के आ जाए. वी वांटेड कि व्हेन दे ग्रो अप और व्हेन दे आर लाइक यंग, दे शुड बी एबल टू फेस द वर्ल्ड. दे शुड नॉट बी कि हम कुछ नहीं कर सकते. कॉन्फिडेंस वॉज द मेन इशू देयर. दैट्स व्हाट वी डिस्कस विद इशाल ऑल्सो बिफोर कमिंग देयर, दैट जब हम वहाँ से वापस जाएं तो सब कॉन्फिडेंट होने चाहिए कि वो कुछ कर सकते हैं लाइफ में. वट एवर इट इज, लाइक समवन वांट्स टू बी अ डॉक्टर और समवन वांट्स टू बी अ सिंगर. ये सब प्रोसेस हमने डिसाइड किया बैठ के. ट्रेनिंग डिसाइड करी कि कैसे कैसे किस दिन कैसे कैसे करना है. और उसके बाद रिजल्ट हमने डिसाइड किया कि हम चाहते हैं कि हमारे जाने से पहले एटलीस्ट दिस मच वी हैव वांट टू सी द स्टूडेंट्स कि उन्होंने इतना अचीव कर लिया है. And then from the very next day we started working on the kids individually also, as a group also. We did a lot of talking sessions, especially him. बहुत बातें करी उनसे, उनको कॉन्फिडेंस से. I remember this thing like
I feel like everywhere we travel to a city to teach. Even now, like every time I travel to a city, I try and go and speak in some schools because हम यही बात करते हैं कि जब हम छोटे थे ना तो किसी ने बैठ के समझाया नहीं. हमेशा डांट दिया, हमेशा बता दिया. कभी ये नहीं बताया क्यों, बस बता दिया कि ये करना है. कभी ये समझाया नहीं कि ऐसा क्यों होना चाहिए, ऐसा करेंगे तो ये होगा, ऐसा करेंगे तो ये होगा. सो आई थिंक नाउ सिंस वी आर ग्रोइंग अप एंड वी आर ग्रोन अप एंड वी डील विद पीपल ऑलमोस्ट ऑन अ एवरीडे बेसिस, तो आई थिंक हमारा फर्ज बनता है कि जस्ट सिट विद पीपल एंड टेल देम दैट लिसन, you don't have to be a dancer, you don't have to be a singer, actor, engineer, doctor, whatever. You can choose whatever you want, but the point is to live. The point is to live in a very peaceful and happy manner, and I think that's something which I wasn't explained in school. I was just told, I was just given a way कि जाओ इस पे जाओ. We all can go on that way, but the approach we take to walk on that way is completely different, and that's why I think people end up in different places. So I think we wanted to work on their approach, not on what they did, but on how they did it. So
yeah, like during the training only, हम every day we saw something new. कुछ ना कुछ होता था जो बहुत special था. तो we were working like in a very different way. I never taught before in my life like that कि जनरली मैंने जैसा सीखा मैंने वैसा सिखाना शुरू करा कि ऐसे आओ, एक रूटीन सिखाओ, ऐसा वार्म अप लो, that's it. But after traveling so many countries and even India, and not even traveling, like I explored so many other ways कि how it is related to life and how I can help the kids. Then my teaching changed in Ladakh. Like I was teaching very differently from what I taught throughout in my life before that. Like one class was, I started class with this कि मैंने पूछा कि what do you want to be, कि एक चीज़ ऐसी बताओ जो तुम मन से दिल से करना चाहते हो. एंड समवन सेड कि he wanted to be a singer. I said okay, एक song सुनाओ. So he's like no, I can't sing. I was like अच्छा, it's okay if you sing bad or anything, but एक गाना सुनाओ. He's like no, I will not stand up in front of 40 kids. I was like नहीं, आपको करना ही पड़ेगा आज, वरना क्लास खत्म नहीं होगी. He's like मैं नहीं कर पाऊँगा, मेरे में इतनी हिम्मत नहीं है. I'm like okay, then shout कि you are a loser in front of the whole class. And he shouted that I am a loser but I won't sing. Then I got so disappointed कि वो ये बोल पाया कि I am a loser but वो गाना नहीं गा पाया. Then I was very sad in that class and I just kept saying, I stopped talking and I told them so many stories, I told them so many things that affected their mind in such a way that I was like, okay, this is the end of class, you go home. And the same kid was like, okay, don't go home before I'll sing first, then you all can go home. Then he stood up in front of 40 kids और उसने गाना गाया पूरा, and it was so beautiful. That was one of the stories which was like मेरे को बहुत दिल पे लगी. And that night I cried हम घर आने के बाद कि अभी तक मुझे किसी ने ऐसी क्लास नहीं ली, किसी ने ऐसा नहीं कहा. मेरे को अभी भी डर लगता है स्टेज पे जाने में, मेरे को कितने साल हो गए, बट किसी ने ऐसे नहीं सिखाया कि मैं एक ही दिन में ऐसा हो गया हूँ कि हाँ मेरे को किसी भी स्टेज पे खड़ा कर दो मैं नहीं डरूंगा. बट वो लड़का अब कभी भी किसी भी स्टेज पे खड़ा हो सकता है और वो गा सकता है, डांस कर सकता है, कुछ भी कर सकता है. आई एम जस्ट सो हैप्पी दैट दीज लिटिल स्टोरीज kept happening in our trip. I'm sure even Ryan had.
Yeah, both of us had so many stories. मतलब to sleep with a known fact that you have changed someone's life for the good is priceless. उससे ऊपर कुछ नहीं है. मतलब to sleep knowing that today someone will go home and probably tell his parents or her parents or probably tell himself or herself कि I'm going to follow my dreams because of those two mad guys who came to a camp. And I say mad guys because we always teach very differently. Like we don't teach dance, we teach a way of life, a very liberating way of life, and that's what we try to go and teach over there. To see the kids just opening up was so special. I remember in my class, I mean, it was just priceless. I can't put it in words. I mean, I can try as hard as I want to, but I can't put it in words because it's just so special to see the kids opening up. And I think that's my biggest reward. That's our biggest reward as teachers, to travel the country, to travel this world one day and just help people realize how wonderful they are and how much they can do with their life. That's about it. It was special. It was, every class was special. And I think after 20 days, there was supposed to be a show. So basically we were preparing them for this big show. And this show was the biggest show of Ladakh. It had like 1,500 people turn up for it. And these kids were supposed to dance at that event. Obviously we had taught them choreographies from like 20 days. So they were really good. They were really good in picking up. They worked so hard. Yes. They worked at home. मतलब they were very honest hard workers. ना मतलब वहाँ पर कुछ झूठ नहीं है. वो अगर झूठ बोलते भी ना तो हंस पड़ते. वो इतने साफ है. उनको डांटने का मन नहीं करता, उनको मारने का मन नहीं करेगा obviously because they're so pure. So we understood कि let's treat them as family. Let's make them understand that this stage is the biggest stage of their life till now and they have to work extremely hard for it.
मतलब उसमें से काफी most of the students कभी स्टेज पे चढ़े भी नहीं थे एक बार भी.
हाँ, most of them. मतलब
straight away we were putting them in front of
1,500 people.
1,500. We told them 1,000 so that they feel
थोड़ा
it's
relax.
less. I don't think it helped.
No, even for yeah, obviously. But you know what? I mean, it was just wonderful. If you ever get a chance to go to Ladakh or any small town, go there and try and make a difference in people's lives.
Yeah, don't just go to see.
Don't be a tourist. Be an activist who is also touring. So
yeah,
it just completes your life that ways. So anyways, the show was
so okay. So like we prepared them for the show. Like one day before we were sitting and watching them perform like a tech run, and we felt so good कि okay, I think most of them are ready. others we still have to motivate. So we decided कि हम throughout will be backstage, जैसे जैसे performances होंगी कल, so we'll be motivating them ताकि however they feel good, because some of them were so nervous and I could relate क्योंकि मैं इतना comfortable नहीं होता stage पे. So it was our inner journey also, because I don't know how we were, somehow this came like a कि लद्दाख के बाद we had this thing in our heart कि we have to learn a lot from Ladakh also. It won't be just one way. So the journey of this camp should teach us a lot also. The sessions we take, some of the sessions were so crazy, the vibe was so crazy, and some of the sessions were very soft and more of like talking. So everything, the mixture of everything made them ready for the show. And there was also one more thing that we'll be selecting like 12 students for the music video.
There was a surprise for them. They didn't know, but we told them that we'll be selecting 12 of them for a music video which will be promoted by the government of Ladakh.
Yes.
As the Ladakh tourism music video.
Yes.
So we thought that we won't take just good dancers.
Yes.
We wanted good people, everyone was good there, but I mean for camera. Children with the most beautiful smiles, with the most beautiful personalities.
The vibe, the
obviously
energy.
Good dancers, the energy,
And
the
yeah.
innocence. It was just amazing to choose those 12 people.
We ended up selecting 35.
And then Ishal comes and tells us कि देखो यार ऐसे नहीं हो पाएगा, 12 ही करने पड़ेंगे. And we were like, it's so difficult, like honestly, because you know even otherwise like Sandon we never judge competitions
We don't
anywhere in
judge.
the country, like yeah. So
the
anyways,
day
we
came.
हमने 12 लोग choose कर लिए.
Yes, somehow.
And then obviously the D-day comes, the main day comes. The auditorium is buzzing, like it's crazy packed. It's super packed. Ladakh का सबसे बड़ा show, 1500 लोग. We were
And
supposed
I think
to perform.
200-300 were outside, they couldn't
कुछ
enter.
लोग entry नहीं मिली. It was a very high profile event also. Like all the VIPs were there, ministers were there. So it was pretty special. And the kids performed.
Yeah, one by one. First his batch, then mine, then his, then
It was
mine.
so adorable. It was just so pleasing ki dude, we did it, like,
Yeah, I was leaning on the wings.
and just looking at our kids and like yeah.
I wish I was the audience watching them from front, if I didn't have to motivate them. But yes, they really did so good. I can't explain that in the words. I think that show really changed something in all of them.
And us obviously.
Yes, like then at the end, like it was like our performance. And generally we do like one solo, then I do it. So it was very special.
Matlab, it was like a concert. Like it was honestly like a concert. So he performed first.
I don't know,
And then-
I never perform that good, because I think when an artist is performing, then the energy of the people watching him matters. And whenever I performed in Mumbai, Delhi or another city, I feel okay, 100 eyes from here judging, 100 eyes from here wanting me to fail, hundreds loving me, hundreds watching me for the first time, so they're confused. So the vibe is so up and down, confused. But here the vibe was 3000 eyes watching you, beautiful eyes watching you and want you to be as good as I can be. And it didn't matter how I perform, they're still gonna love me. So that made me perform the best I ever performed in my whole life. I performed in Ladakh. How I performed in Ladakh, it was the most beautiful because of the eyes watching me. And I'm sure it was same.
Mera to like it was my first performance after the show. So I had
Second,
finally
right? Orientation
second. But Ladakh was my first event after the show. So I was so caught up from inside because I know from 5.5 months I wasn't being myself. I was forced to do stuff which I didn't want to do. So finally when I had the liberty to dance just the way I want to, I mean, both of us just went full out. We
were
had,
just
I don't
running around
know
on
how
the
good my
stage.
technique was, how good my expression and choreography and steps was, but we didn't care. What mattered to us was we are up on stage and we are going to have fun with 1,500 people over here in
Yeah.
Ladakh. This इससे बड़ा show नहीं करूँगा मैं life में. Ladakh सब पर क्या है? No Brazil, no USA, like Ladakh.
And then we
Changed our
performed
lives.
the duo also. It was so fun.
It was
much
so fun because the audience knew the song and they were singing with us. And then after the performance finished, he just said, "एक और करते हैं." And before he could say "एक और करते," the audience just goes once more, and it's crazy. You know, like getting a once more in Bombay and Delhi, it's like, okay.
Yeah, we were dead because of the oxygen. Like we
Khatam
didn't
ho
have
gaya.
any breath. But I was like, no, I can't get off that stage right now. I am not done yet.
थोड़ा और बाकी है
I'll
हमने.
do more. I'll do more. Then we did one more song.
We did one more song.
Oh my god.
It was crazy,
It
matlab.
was all freestyle.
I don't know. I think that's probably the most horrible physical aspect of a dancer we could show on stage. But you know that feeling inside of being, I felt just like a kid. I felt like I don't know. I just felt so humble at that point of time. To have so many people just screaming our names, just jumping, literally bringing the auditorium down was crazy. And for us, like, we are no one, like, we are nothing. We're just there to spread love. And to see that they respected that fact that we came there for a month to teach for free. And they all turned up for the event and they supported their kids, they supported us. Parents used to bring fruits, cakes,
Oh my god.
dishes, food for us. They're like, "Sir, this is our gift from from our house." Pizzas. We used to get
What was that orange?
apricots. We used to get boxes of apricots. Like, they're like, "Sir, this is from our side to you." The amount of gift we've received there is unimaginable. I think Ladakh was just the most beautiful experience of my life, and I'm sure for him,
And saying bye to them after the show was the
horrible,
most difficult
heartbreaking.
thing.
I have never had people hug me and cry and say, "Don't leave." I mean, it was just crazy. It was just special.
We won't be talking about that much because
We can't.
we can't explain that in words. So Ryan had to leave next morning. So after the show,
Unfortunately, so basically what happened, was that he had to go for, we had to choreograph this music video, na? So, but I got a call from Bombay to choreograph a project. So I had to leave the very next day. So then he got this chance to go to
yeah,
Nubra Valley.
Nubra, we went and we shot some like beautiful music video, which you will of course see on the Art for Course page. Yeah, that was the end of the journey for us. And yes, the most beautiful, the journey basically I'm talking about, from when we landed and how I never shared this with anyone before, because I didn't share this most beautiful experience, because जब भी मेरे साथ कुछ बहुत ही beautiful होता है, I'm not able to share it. I don't know how, but Irshal told me to make this documentary on it, and it sounds fun because maybe it'll inspire someone somewhere, or maybe for the kids, they'll watch it and feel happy. They'll watch us again, and I know they are still connected with us through the vibe, not any social media or anything. So they'll watch it and they'll feel good about it. And yes, that was, then we said goodbye to them and we left. So are we going there next year or not? Maybe.
I think it's
Maybe-
going to be even bigger, like
Maybe it'll be bigger.
1,000
Maybe
1,000 people, probably 1,000 students.
I don't know. Maybe
But I'm sure the intention and the purity remains the same.
the same.
It
Yes.
will always remain the same, at least from our side. Because for me, it was the biggest event of my life, and I'm so happy and so grateful to Ishal and Art for Cause for taking such
And
good care of us.
I want to mention the most important people, the volunteers in the team. They were so hardworking, they were so regular, they were so creative. The gifts they gave, the paintings, oh my god, they were always there taking care of us and the students.
I mean, doing everything for free. And you know, I always say, I even told this on stage over there, it's so easy for dancers, for people like us to get famous, because we are there on screen, on stage, So people see us live and say that, oh, these guys are so cool. I mean,
Yeah,
these
we
guys
get
are
the
so cool."
appreciation.
We get everything. But for people who are working behind the stage,
Yes.
the volunteers, the people who put their hours, they don't sleep at nights, they work selflessly the whole day, they never get appreciated. And I think
So yeah, we all should thank the volunteers,
definitely,
the team, all the people involved, all the people who made this event happen in Ladakh, the ministry, CIBS college, everyone who made this happen, even the small contribution or the big one. I just want to thank for this great cause. It was for free, and that's the best thing about it, that we're not taking any money, but we're taking a lot from there which money can't buy. So everyone got what they deserved without involving any money. So I'm really thankful to everyone. We are very thankful, and hope to see you next year, maybe. Like, we haven't decided it, but
it's very special.
but if it happens, it'll be madness for sure. It'll be something else. I don't know. I don't want to say more.
Alright, as you can see, the light behind us
It's
is going.
dark, yeah.
So I think we'll pack up too. I hope you guys had a good time, and if you ever get a chance to support anyone, please make a change in their life. And that's about it. Live with grace.
Thank you. Bye. See you.